For more, we can speak to Maria Fraskou from the NGO Secours Islamique France, or SIF. Maria, thank you for coming in today. First of all, tell us a little bit about what our organization is doing.
Yes, we are a non-governmental organization based here in Paris with our headquarters, and we are operating in more than 20 countries around the world, working on emergency response for cases, for example, such as Libya or Morocco, and as well as on development aid for countries where the situation is more stable and we can do more longer-term development projects.
This Friday, we heard from the UN's aid chief, Martin Griffiths, and he said that the extent of damage in Libya is unclear by the nature of how this country is being run by two rival authorities. How does your organization deal with that?
We are dealing with a very difficult field because there are many constraints for us for our operations. First of all, because of the damage that this that Daniel storm has done, we've seen that the city of Derna was split in two. There were 7 entrances in the city. Only 2 of them are accessible today. So in terms of access, it's very difficult for us to reach the areas that were hit. And of course, there is huge need for health, for food assistance, non-food items. So
what are the most pressing needs for the Libyan people now?
Shelter. It's very important. We've seen that many buildings, many houses have been destroyed. So the people are on the street. They need to be sheltered somewhere. There is food, and also there is need for water and hygiene. There is a high risk for water and borne diseases. We just came out of COVID. We don't want another pandemic coming up in Libya.
You mentioned how difficult it is to have access to Derna, given the nature of this disaster. How hopeful are you about the establishment of possible corridors?
We have to see, we have to coordinate first of all, with the first aid responders that are there for the search and rescue teams. And then there is need to be done coordination among the NGOs, including the UN agencies. The UN agencies are very active on the field to create this coordination and try to find alternative ways actually to deliver aid to these people.
5 days on from this the dramatic, harrowing images we're seeing on the screen behind you, 5 days on from the flooding, from the dams bursting. Rescue workers on the ground say they still have hope of finding survivors, but it's a race against time. How long do you think they have?
Exactly, like the clock is ticking. As we've seen in this type of cases, miracles can happen and we can still find people alive after many days. But we have to be fast. Our priority now is to save lives. These search and rescue teams is the first priority for everyone so they can operate. And then, of course, we have to make sure that the people, the victims, have what they need. They have food, they have health, they have shelter. And as well as psychosocial support, because there is a huge trauma that these people have lived. There is all this shock and anxiety that need to be treated.
And it's important to remember, Derna, the hardest hit, but other places impacted by the storms and the floods, the UN said some 884,000 people spread out across 5 provinces. Are you reaching the other areas easier than Derna?
Yes, indeed. Currently, we are identifying different local partners that can support us. So this is also very important in terms of the question of access that you have asked. Maybe for international NGOs, it might be difficult to go immediately there, but we have our local partners on the ground that they know the different villages, they know the people. So we try to supporting them. We try to reach the people when we cannot go there directly.
Given the fractured nature of the political system in Libya, some people might be hesitant to donate or to send money. Where should they go to find out who would best use their funds to help the people of Libya?
Mm-hmm. So from our side as a non-governmental organization, we stay always neutral. We don't take sides in this type of conflict, not only in Libya, but in any other conflicts in the world. We are there to support the most vulnerable. So at least I can speak for SIF, but I'm sure for other national NGOs is the same. So we guarantee that the aid will go to those that need it the most.
And just a reminder, your NGO is SIF, Secours Islamique France, for our listeners. Any message you'd like to send to the Libyan people?
Yes, that we are solidarity with them. We are ready to help, and we are there to hear what they need and support them as much as we can.
All right, Maria. Thank you very much for your time. Maria Fraskou from Secours Islamique France.
Thank you.